Alright. Welcome back to My Status as an Assassin Obviously Exceeds the Hero. Anime Review, Episode 5. Reviewing the 5th episode series, The Assassin Sleeps in a Bed. Surprisingly, this is the first episode of the show not to feature the main character's classmates. You're like, really? Yeah, really. This is the first one they've ever done this with. Not sure exactly. Well, you probably think, oh, maybe they cut. Yeah, probably yes. hmm So here's kind of what happens. So we start off with basically with Amelia saying goodbye to her sister because she's going out because she won basically the duel, obviously. So she gets to leave. And, of course, also the Princess Amelia, well, by the way, Akira and Amelia sent off in a carriage to go to, of all places, well, they go to the shoreline. On the way there, there's some people in masks who work for someone named Lord Graham holding a elf girl hostage, and they see the princess. Maybe they can hold her. She might be a bigger bargain to this elf. And then Kira goes to concealment, knocks them all out with the hilt of his sword, ties them up, and has soldiers head back because, well, they've reached the shoreline. They've technically completed their task. So they arrive in the boat, and they go to the kingdom of the Beastkin. Apparently, they don't like Night because Night is associated with the Demon King per se. So they get in, and of course, basically, where they they get two big beds. So then they meet a blacksmith who's a cat person. Yes, a cat person named Crow. Apparently, but before this, basically, Amelia wants us to do Zakir, probably because she likes him. And she just crawls into bed with him. You're probably thinking, like, wait, is she going to have sex with him? No, she does not. Their clothes stay fully intact. There's no sex happening here. They wake up, meet Crow, and of course he agrees to fix Akira's sword and forge like 20 of these weapons. So then Amelia wants him to ask him to teach her to be strong, get to basically the fight. And well, he doesn't get apprentices. And as for Akira, he doesn't do much after this. He just goes around the city for a bit. He thinks he go to the high-ranking adventurer in order to go deep in the dungeon. And then there's a Dungeon Rebellion. Well, basically Monster Escape Dungeon. This is, I kid you not, the third or fourth anime I've come across where this has happened. Yeah, in the past year this has happened a few times. This happened in the healer is banished from the party, in fact the strongest. This happened with Loner Life Another World. Obviously this show, I think there was actually one other show I could think of that did have this with, where they had sort of a elaborate rebellion. No, it wasn't Gap 30 East Gate. It wasn't that one. Was it Campfire Cooking? No, wasn't that one. You're thinking, okay, then which one could it be? Because so far I've only named 3. I remember there was actually one other one I could think of where this did happen with it. Let's see. You could kind of say solo leveling per se. Yes. It actually has happened with this one. No, it has our class. What about, am I instantly so powered? No. No, definitely not Alice Milkworm because there was no dungeon in that one. It's a slice of life show. Nothing else I could think of per se. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, like, apparently this is caused by a demon who actually proceeds to kidnap Amelia, and of course, well, basically Akira sees this going on, takes out some monsters, asks Knight not to follow him, and then he leaves Shadow Magic, then he collapses. End of the episode. Really good here, and definitely looking forward to the next episode. And this is interesting that I just looked up basically that apparently the light novel series that was illustrated for this one, because it's based on a light novel, I read the manga. Apparently this guy did the illustration for a couple other anime I've actually watched. That being Saving 8,000 to Go Work My Retirement, and Eminence in Shadow. Which is interesting because my next anime I'm going to watch features the main character in it. Yeah, and the thing with I read the light novels this one. I read the first 4. I had read more than the first 4. I kind of wish we read more because there's like 2 more volumes left, and then I'm completely caught up with the anime, with the light novels. Yes. Yeah, but otherwise, though, basically, when it comes to this episode, that's pretty much it. So apparently, the demon's name is Autumn Triss, and the whole thing with Crow, his sister named Delia, who really was killed by this man named Graham, which, of course, this guy is a terrible leader. He proceeded to kill his own people to escape. I'm like, wow. Yeah, last time I checked, a royal was not supposed to do it. They're not supposed to harm their citizens like that. That's a sign of a coward. And if he ever returned to claim his throne, the people would never accept him because of what he did to them. Yeah. But otherwise, though, great episode. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications. Next up we have is Isekai Quartet. You're like, really? That's next? Yep, that's next. I mainly picked this one to be next for a very good reason why. And the reason is the episode's short. It's like 11 minutes. So that's next, and then it's Gathering Adventure Isekai, and then I'm caught up my anime for today. Okay? For the next video. Bye.